What's up, guys? CEO here with the first week of the NES Season 2. This week we are going up against my good friend Beard and the New York Aqua Jets again. If you want to catch my draft recap to figure out what I have on my team, I'll try to remember to link it down below, but it's definitely on my channel. I don't have enough time to do a full-on team builder because I'm just super busy this week. I obviously haven't even built a team builder layout yet. So for this week, this is just going to have to do just kind of highlighting what he has on his team in order. He has Alolan Marowak, Diggersby, Porygon Z, Decidueye, Serena, Ferroseed, Tapu Koko, Mantine, Fortress, Alolan Raichu, and Mega Absol. So the first things I noticed on his team is he has a pretty decent Fire Water Grass core. It's not like the most crazy Fire Water Grass core, but it is decent enough that I have to look out for it. Alolan Marowak's very scary and is a very, very good offensive threat that I have to kind of play around carefully because my team doesn't really like it that much. Diggersby is pretty decent, good priority that I have to look out for, and huge power makes it a lot more powerful than it would seem if you just look at its base stats and stuff. I'm pretty scared of Porygon Z because he actually brought it at a test game against me earlier and just completely wrecked me with it. So a lot of my game plan this week actually is dedicated around trying to outspeed and just obliterate that Porygon Z before it gets in the way. Decidueye is something I'm very comfortable with because I feel like I used it pretty well in the test season. I guess Beard felt that way too because that was one of the main reasons he said he drafted it. It's a really good defogger, really surprisingly bulky wall with good recovery, and it also has enough offenses on both sides, if I remember right, that you have to kind of be careful for it. It's more physical than it is special, but I'm prepared for both. Serena is a Pokemon that Beard's actually used extremely well and kind of is very annoying for my team. Its ability blocks Fake Out and other forms of priority, so I didn't really bring a ton of priority this week. Like I have a little bit, but it's not even really for Serena anyway, so whatever. It's a pretty reliable rapid spinner form with 120 attack, so it's definitely something I have to look out for. That's why I'm bringing Delmez this week, because it's a fairly reliable counter to it, I believe. I don't see him bringing Ferroseed at all, to be honest. I was kind of confused. I didn't notice this until I was doing the type scouting and stuff, but he actually has 4x fire weaknesses, which I'm sure he's going to be addressing in free agency, but that's why I'm bringing Fire Punch on Lopunny, because it's just there for coverage for either of his like bulkier things. The Tapu Koko, Alolan Raichu combination kind of scares me a lot, actually. I've never gone up against it, like, actually at all, now that I think about it. But it's something that could potentially sweep my team if I let it. It's not exactly the most ideal situation for me to be in, to have to try to figure out how to play around an electric psychic type that outspeeds the rest of my team. So I have to be really careful around that and try to do as much as I can to not get swept by that. And Mantine and Fortress are, I'm going to lop them together even though they're not really the same type of Pokemon, but they're really reliable walls with a 4x weakness that is pretty easy to exploit in my opinion. If he does bring one of them, I kind of expect Mantine over Fortress, just because I have a fair amount of hazard removal. Not like a ton, but I have enough hazard removal that I don't think he's going to want to spike stack against me. And I think Mantine's Water Absorb would just help more in actually making a Fire Water Grass core and stuff. So now that I'm done previewing his team, I guess I'll go into mine. First off, obviously I'm bringing Lopunny. Thunder Punch, Fake Out, Drain Punch, and Fire Punch hits everything on his team that I need it to hit. It's not the most ideal counter to like Alolan Marowak and stuff like that, but between all of the coverage and Fake Out spam, Bonnie can pretty much kill anything on his team that I need it to kill. It's definitely my biggest win con for this week, so I have to try to use it well. Next up, I'm bringing Zoroark, and I didn't really want to bring a Choice Scarf Zoroark. I really wanted to bring Specs, But I noticed that if I wasn't able to get up sticky webs, which, spoilers, I'm also bringing this week, if I wasn't able to get up sticky webs, I kind of had an issue against his team of just not, like, just barely underspeeding some of the threats that I needed to outspeed. So I decided to just slap a scarf on this so I can outspeed stuff like Coco and Raichu if I can outspeed Raichu if I have the sticky webs up, and it's +1 also, I believe, if I remember right. JK, it has 110 base speed. I don't remember why I slapped a scarf on this beyond outspeeding Coco, if I'm being honest. But the damage that I need to do with Dark Pulse, Sludge Bomb, Flamethrower, and U-Turn should pretty much hit everything on his team. Again, I have to watch out for Raichu, but that's like the biggest threat this week, which is why I'm bringing Assault Vest Dhelmise. I know I said in my team builder that I wasn't going to be bringing Assault Vest Dhelmise every week, and I won't be, but this is a week where it actually fits very well. I'm able to resist or just take very little damage from most of his special attacking threats with this. Even a Shadow Ball from a Porygon Z, even if it's download boosted, isn't going to do that much. But I'm pretty sure it's not going to be download boosted because of max defense. But Rapid Spin, Anchor Shot, Shadow Claw, and Power Whip are, again, just decent coverage for his team. Rapid Spin's obviously not a coverage move, but if he decides to try to get stuff up against me, I'm not really that weak to rocks this week outside of Galvantula, I guess. But if I want to get Galvantula in safely or something, I can go for a Rapid Spin. Anger Shot's just there to trap anything on his team that's not one of his ghost types, and basically just either switch out accordingly or just wear it down if I need to. And then Shadow Claw and Power Whip are other stabs for me to use this week. Similarly to Choice Scarf Zoroark, I didn't really want to bring Choice Scarf Nidoking this week, but I just noticed that the speed tiers worked out a little too well for me not to. Sludge Power, Earth Power, or Sludge Wave, Earth Power, Thunderbolt, and Sucker Punch are the coverage that I need. Sludge Wave kills all of his grass types except for Decidueye, or it kills Serena, is what I guess I was getting at. It does decent damage to Decidueye. Both Sludge Wave and Earth Power Oko Tabu Koko, so I don't really need to worry about locking myself into one specifically. Thunderbolt's obviously there for Mantine, because that thing's going to want to try to switch in if it sees me going for an Earth Power. And Sucker Punch is just there because I didn't really need a fourth move, but I figured having the Scarf priority could come in handy, potentially. You never know, I guess. Next up we have Shockroach. Before I get a comment, I know it's not a cockroach, it's a spider, but it also has 4 legs, and spiders don't have 4 legs, so... Sticky Web, Volt Switch, Bug Buzz, and Hidden Power Ground to hit Alola Marowak, because obviously Alola Marowak can pretty much switch in for free on this set, and then just go for whatever the fuck it wants to go for. If I can get rid of Marowak, I can pretty much freely Volt Switch, assuming he doesn't bring Diggersby. I have Volt Switch on there in case I have the opportunity to, or in case I get an opportunity to lead with it. But I'm not really expecting to be able to go for it. I'm pretty much expecting my coverage to be Bug Buzz or Hidden Power Ground for when Marowak switches into me, to try to take me out. But Sticky Webs helps a lot this week because it lessens the need for my Scarves. I am bringing double Scarf Sticky Web, which seems like a little bit of overkill, but I really just wanted to make sure that I outsped the scary stuff on his team, and I gotta be honest and say that the Raichu actually does kind of scare me a lot this week, even though it's a tier 5 pick. It's not super strong. It's fast enough to outspeed the rest of my team pretty much. Luckily, Cresselia is stupidly fat. I'm not even like properly EV'd to make this thing into a wall or whatever, because I just wanted to bring a Subcall Mind potential late game sweeper with it. But if I get a +1 up, I did this calc like mid-game because I was curious. If I get a +1 boost to my special defense, a Choice Scarfed Porygon Z Adaptability Tri-Attack is still not enough to break my sub, which is fucking ridiculous, to be perfectly honest, because Adaptability Tri-Attack does a lot of damage. So if I get the opportunity to, Cresselia can very easily come in and sweep. I have to get rid of a couple of threats on his team. because he does have a lot of stuff that obviously scares out Cresselia, but I do think that I can hopefully use it effectively to get in. So I guess I'm going to make this its own video since it's 10 minutes already. So in the next video, watch my battle with Beard because it's already happened. So have a good day, guys, and I will see you then. Bye.